Well, welcome. It's a 6-minute Dharma talk. And today's talk is going to be, I do like stirring the pot on occasions, not delivering a lot of answers. Oh, yawn, somebody spewing answers. I like people who spew a lot of questions sometimes. So I'm going to deliver a lot of questions. And what would be interesting is to find the answers for all of us individually and collectively. And one of my favorite spiritual books is written by an author named Emmett Fox. He has 7 or 8 books that I've found personally the most transformational. But that's just for me. Everybody gets their own understanding. But one of his books is called Find and Use Your Inner Power. Find and use your inner power. Why might we want to find and use our inner power? Well, I think that's the first good question. Doesn't it seem as though if we're faced with a problem or a dilemma or the things in life that trouble us, the things that get our attention, isn't it generally a lack of power that is the culprit? Whether we can't get the money that we need, or there's a problem in our relationship or our health or our life situation, whatever the problem is, it's a function of powerlessness. We don't have the power. If we had the power, we would just snap our fingers. It would be fixed. So this lack of power is a dilemma for a lot of people. The recovery movement is based on an admission of powerlessness. We've met a problem that we cannot solve. So we admit a lack of power. Does this mean we remain powerless forever? There's a question for you. So one of the most interesting lines of scripture is, "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." Meekness. Does meekness imply power, leverage? Those are the people who inherit the earth. Is this true? Doesn't it seem to you, if you were to observe the world, that there are a lot of really terrible people who have a lot of power? Can this possibly be objected or dismissed or denied? There's some horrible people who seem to have a lot of power. And doesn't it seem like there are some really wonderful, sweet, kindly people, gentle, meek people who essentially have no power whatsoever? They couldn't get out of a paper bag if they were put inside of one. So the topic of questioning today is power. What is it? Where does it come from? How is it used? And most importantly, how much power you have. How much power do you have to solve problems? But not just to solve problems. What else can power be used for? To influence the world positively, to make a difference, to leave a legacy, to help your kids, to gain faculty and capacity and things that you love to do, to be admired, to have reputation, to have skill. So this topic of power. Now, lastly, does meditation give us power? Do you think when you meditate and you get quiet that you're imbued and that power is installed inside of you? How does this work? Do you feel like you have very much power in your life? Would you like to have more? So I believe meditation is our most important tool for gaining power, because to me, true power is alignment. We align with the power. It's not marshaling our own self-will. That seems to be remarkably powerless and tepid sometimes, the things that we're able to do. But when we connect and align with the power that creates worlds, then we're extraordinarily, amazingly, astonishingly powerful beings. We have so much power that we can literally move the world. So I'm not going to look for a lot of answers today. It'll be a topic that we talk about. If you're interested in the topic, let me know. What's your level of power? Would you like to have more? Do you think it's a legitimate objective and intention to have power? How would you use it if you had it? What's the effect in your life where you don't have power? Do you have problems that are ongoing that you can't solve that other people could solve because of the problem they have? What do you think of the awful people in the world who clearly have extraordinary power? How did they get it? Do they deserve it? How come they have power and you don't? It's a lot of questions, isn't it? But if you start asking questions about power and you seek power, you can do what Emmett Fox says in his book. You can find and use your inner power. How will you use it? We'll talk about it. See you all tomorrow for our chatting day.